you ever wondered how the products around you are made, maybe who's made them? The object of this series is to find out more about who engineers are, what they do, and how they get to be where they are. Hello, I'm here at Jaguar Land Rover at Halewood in Merseyside, and I've got Peter with me to come to talk about his role and how he got into engineering. So Peter, it's great to speak to you. Tell me a bit about yourself.
44 years of age. I've got two sons, 21 and 18. One studying medicine, and Andrew, funnily enough, is studying first year engineering at Jaguar. So it's the first time as a father and son in engineering training. Married, been at Jaguar since 2001. Currently second year engineering apprentice, adult.
So tell us, how did you come into engineering in the first place?
It goes back to school days really. At the metalwork teacher called Mr. Cottle, he would encourage you to fix motorbikes, cars, do services. Very hands-on stuff, training. Fantastic teacher. That got me into enjoying repairing things, fixing things, which I took on into my social life, fixing motorbikes, cars, washing machines. That's how I got into engineering. So I thought I'd enjoy doing it in my social life. I'd love to earn a living, doing exactly the same thing, and there I am.
Excellent. So what do you do at the moment? What's your role within Jaguar Land Rover?
Primarily to support production, to ensure there are no breakdowns, so there's no disruption to the production of the car, which goes hand in hand with improving safety, learning new aspects of the job, new technologies. Plus at the moment I'm in college, so more concentrating on gaining the proper qualifications, completing assignments, and reporting back to my mentor and keeping up to date with all news regarding the firm.
So what would you say, what are the benefits to you as an individual working here as an engineer?
Well, I think the best benefit, no 2 days are the same. I can come in one day, we can have a quiet day, and therefore I'm able to get on with some studying or doing assignments. And you can come in another day and it's quite busy, a lot of breakdowns, a lot of projects to carry out, a lot of preventative maintenance to be done. I actually quite enjoy it, coming to work. Before I took this job, and I used to work in production, although it was a good job, a well-paid job, there were times when it got a bit monotonous. But in this engineering role, it's fantastic. Every day is different.
Excellent. So are there any drawbacks, anything that isn't enjoyable or isn't what you'd expected?
I think currently, because I'm in college, there's a lot of assignment work, a lot of homework, so to speak, and that does encroach on me personal time. A bit more than what I thought it would be, to be honest. But I think that's because I haven't been in school since 1980. So whereas the young apprentices can take in information more easily and are more used to working in a classroom environment, the likes of myself will have to go home and study a bit more, put that bit more effort in. Although I can see the benefits in the long run, it does encroach a bit on my personal time, but that's the price you got to pay if you want to do what you want to do.
You also mentioned before about a metalwork teacher being an influence on you coming down this route. Is there anyone else that you admire within the engineering world?
Well, I like Formula One, not as much as what I used to like. When I was really into Formula One, it was Frank Williams, the Williams team owner, fantastic engineer, because their team is purely based or built for racing, nothing else. Whereas Mercedes do commercial vehicles, Ferrari the same. Williams is the only team that was primarily built to race in Formula One, and some of the progress he made in engineering design was fantastic. He had drivers like Ayrton Senna, Nigel Mansell driving for him. I admire him, and going back a couple of centuries, I mean, everyone's sure they've heard of Isabel Kingdom Brunel. During the Victorian times, he pioneered bridge building, tunnels, the Great Western Railway. shipbuilder, fantastic engineer, way ahead of his time. Of course, as you mentioned, Mr. Cottrell, plus other guys who I've worked with in the past. Used to work in a place called Chadburns. There's some old school engineers there, proper fitters, mechanics, electricians, fantastic at the job, very knowledgeable, able to fix most things. If not, they were willing to learn how to fix things. You know. Good role models, heroes.
Oh yes, yes. So a bit about your career path, how you got into the role you're in now.
Well, I left school in 1980, 20 years ago, at a time when there was a lot of political upheaval and there was just been a change of government. So there was a lot of cutbacks regards to training. So whereas I wanted to go into an engineering apprentice from leaving school, I was unable to. So I took on a semi-skilled job as an electroplater. Stayed there for 8 years, and then I went into marine engineering, crane operator, and Chadburns engineering. Done a bit of installation work on site work, and then pick up skills there. We got like some welding, sheet metal work, brake press operator. Then I got a job in a place called Counterline that makes food counters for the food industry. And then in 2001. We heard that they were taking on people at Jaguar, so I applied. Very rigorous and thorough selection process, and I was lucky enough to get in. And about 2 years ago I applied for the adult apprentice, was successful in that, and now I'm in second year electrical mechanical apprenticeship. I'm hoping to complete that with full ONC, HNC, and then hopefully go on to a degree if Jaguar let me. The only thing I can see me getting stopped is age, but I've been assured that Jaguar has no discrimination against age, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Excellent. Thanks Peter for giving that insight into your journey in the engineering world. In today's world, engineers often have an unrecognised impact on social and economic development. This interview is part of a series on exploring the engineering world. The aim is to introduce real engineers from different sectors and fields, exploring what they do and how they became engineers in the first place.